Okay, in this video, I don't want to waste any of your time. I don't want it to be like unauthentic where I'm doing all this editing, zooming in, and cringe shit where it's just me trying to get you to watch the whole video. I'm just going to give you some of the tips, like authentic tips, like just me talking to the camera where I'm going to help you out and teach you the things that I wish I would have known when I was in your position. I've been making music for about 5 or 6 years. I don't actually post my music, but I have a YouTube channel, as you can see down below, where I've taught over I guess I could say 20,000 people how to make music and how to get closer to their goals. So I guess I have a little bit of authority. I know how to make music. I know the struggles that you're going through. So in this video, I want to share with you what I wish I would have known when I was in your position. The first tip that I'm going to give you is don't waste your time trying to build a fan base when you're new to making music. A lot of people don't understand this concept of something I would like to call constraints. The constraint for you when you start making your music, the position you're in, might be, for example, you don't know how to use your DAW. And what's going to happen if you try and learn how to use the effects that you need and how to make your vocals sound better if you don't actually know how to use your DAW, which is like the digital workstation. So like FL Studio is what I use. If you don't know how to use FL Studio, how the fuck are you going to make your vocals sound better? You don't know what you're doing. So that's your current constraint. Your current constraint might be that you don't know how to mix your vocals. So if you don't know how to mix your vocals, you could buy a $5,000 microphone. Shit ain't gonna sound good because you don't know how the fuck to mix your music, and vice versa. It could also go with, like, if your mic is a gaming headset that's $50, you're kind of out of luck, bro. You gotta fix that current constraint that you're on. And most of the people that start making music, the constraint for them is their vocals don't sound good. They don't have a good mix. Their songs don't sound good. And unfortunately, if that's your current constraint and you can just have the humility to admit that that's where you're struggling with right now, you can't make a fan base off of that. Realistically, I mean, you technically could. Odds are you're not going to, so it's a waste of your fucking time. The second tip that I'm going to give you is really fucking important, and odds are you probably haven't heard any other YouTubers tell you this, because other YouTubers just want to sell you stuff and they want to tell you that all that matters is just the technical stuff, but that is absolutely bullshit, and I'm going to tell you something else. Prioritize yourself as a person. Do your best to have better mental health, and if you don't know how to have better mental health, there's a lot of different things you can do, and I don't want to get into it because I'm not really trying to get you onto a completely different life path. But if you study mental health and you try and take yourself as a person more seriously, what will happen is you'll notice that if you as a person are doing better, so you're going like this up as a person, your music will directly correlate to that upslope that your life is taking. So if, for example, this happens for me. So this YouTube channel is my business, and when my health, my gym stuff is not going as well, I'm not having as good of a diet and I'm slacking off, normally my income will go down a little bit. And vice versa, if I'm doing really good in the gym and my fitness is doing really good, normally it goes like that. So that's fucking incredible. So what you can do is the exact same thing. If you want to prioritize more of your music, then you should prioritize everything else in your life. The third thing that I'm going to recommend to you is to find a path and stick to it. Now, one of the biggest problems I had when I was new to music is that I would load up YouTube, I would search how to sound good, I would watch different videos from different creators that I didn't know if they even knew what they were talking about, was the main problem, but they all give different advice. It's all over the place, and if they don't give different advice, if they're giving good advice, you still don't know what the fuck you're doing. You don't understand, what effect do I need for this? What effect do I need for this? What do I do to do this? How do I achieve this? What blah blah blah. You get the idea. It's all so fucking confusing, right? So what I recommend you do is you find someone, whether it be me or someone else, I don't fucking care. You find someone that has a path laid out for you so that you can follow that path, learn everything on that path, and save all of your time from having to guess all the different things. Because, for example, for me, I had to learn on my own all of the different effects that you need to use to make your vocals sound good. For example, EQs. I didn't know what they were. I didn't know why you need them, and I didn't even know that they were a thing, right? And if I don't know that they're a thing, I have to waste all my fucking time trying to even figure out that that's the problem that I need to solve. I need to learn how to use an EQ when no one really told me that's what I needed in that moment. So now the best way to combat this is through having a group of people around you that can put you on the right path. So if you, for example, don't know why your vocals sound a certain way and you want to get them to sound a different way, you ask someone. So you can go in Discord servers, you could find friends that are better than you, or I have first link in the description. I have a paid community that you can join, where inside of that you can literally post questions and ask me and the other members of the community. But in this video, I am going to lay out a quick path that you need to follow so that I could just send you on your way and you can start working on that. Now, I really recommend that you just spend a lot of your time learning as much as you can. Like I said in the first tip, don't fucking waste your time on trying to do something that is not going to really be worth your time, like trying to build a fan base. Just solely focus all of your time on learning as much as you can when you're in the beginning stages, which is where I'm assuming you are. So like I said earlier, now we're at my computer, so I'm going to literally show you the path that I would recommend that you take. This is all part of my paid community, so these are all videos that you would get if you join. This isn't even a sales video, but if you do join, you would get all the videos for all these topics. But what I'm just going to show you is I'm just going to show you the whole list of what you want to learn, and you can learn it on your own, find videos for it, and then just take this path. And once you take that path, you will be pretty good at music. You'll at least know what the fuck you're supposed to do, right? So the first thing is you want to learn mixing. So you obviously want to learn your DAW first. You want to learn FL Studio, blah blah blah, whatever there is to that. You want to learn mixing, so I would recommend you learn time correction, auto tune, equalization, compression, de-essing, reverb, delay, saturation. Then learn some of the concepts of mastering, so equalization, compression, stereo imaging, saturation, limiting. And then you could learn these things for the final touches. These are just things that you'd want to do to touch up your song. Then the next thing I would move on to is layering, so vocal layering. So I would learn how to do ad-lib layering, octave layering, harmony layering, and doubles. And then I would learn all of these different things for like actually mixing your vocal layers, because you have to mix your layers different than you mix your main vocals. And then honestly, mixing and layering are the two real things that you need to know, and then mastering on top of it. But that's just a little path that I wanted to lay out for you so that you have somewhere to go from beyond this point. Go hit the gym, bro.